Welcome to our software engineering 3 presentation about organizational structures. We're going to talk about team-based organizational structure. In our team, we have Joshua, Kobe, Kyle, myself, Stefano, and Cody.
As the world moves forward in an increasingly technological age, many businesses are looking towards a more team-based approach to how they form their organizations. Transparency, collaboration, and free flow of information are the identifying factors in the team-centric organizational structure. These allow easy access to all resources across multiple departments in an organization. This allows employees to problem solve amongst groups, learning to be more efficient in how to utilize resources outside of what is available as an individual contributor, as opposed to the hierarchical business structure where there is a head or CEO and then managers who administrate to lower levels of employees that can fall under fairly simple structures. Team-based organizations are made of teams working towards a common goal while working on their individual tasks. They are less hierarchical and have flexible structures that reinforce problem solving, decision making, and teamwork. Next slide. Successful teams are composed of action-oriented members, people-oriented members, and thought-oriented members. These three types of team members and their roles are what allow the team organizational structure to work and is largely attributed to why it works so well. Working with a team that focuses or excel in different areas improves overall productiveness and effectiveness. Action-oriented team members would typically drive the team to meet deadlines. People-oriented would gather resources and make sure all members were supported in communication, while thought-oriented members would focus on ideas, solutions, and are usually employed for their specialized knowledge in a certain field, such as a software engineer on a team in an agile environment. Next slide.
So what is it good about this team-based organizational structure? It will deliver better solutions and business strategies. And you might be asking how. One of the advantages that this has is that because there is not this communication with a supervisor that requires constant communication with them, teams can move faster in communicating with each other the things that are needed. It also helps with creativity in the moment when teams need to build new ideas and use those thought roles. Um, Another of the advantages is because they work with each other and there is not this hierarchy between them, they can have a better communication and flow that is free of trying to not step into somebody else's area. And it is very flexible since the teams that are formed can have people with different skills, but they are all put together. They can be switched with different teams, and everybody on the team has the knowledge, and it's not like harder to exchange them because maybe one person it wasn't essential for that team because now everybody on the team knows what they are doing, and that allows for more flexibility in a series of teams that maybe need to change some things. Next.
So for as many upsides as there are for team-based organization, there are a few downsides as well. Decision-making specifically within the organization is placed on each individual, and this can cause a lot of stress because of the responsibility that it gives. Most traditional hierarchical business structures use the incentive-based management styles, and this can be very, very difficult to implement within a team-based approach. A few of the other ones are that there's a lot of potential for conflict within the team. If people don't get along, the team will probably not be as effective as a team that has good harmony and works together. Some of the people who are not team players can harm the effectiveness of the team if they are left to do their own thing. And the last one is that underperforming employees can hide behind an effective team, effectively not doing as much work as everyone else, but still getting the credit for the project they've completed. Next slide.
All right, so the effectiveness and some recommendations for the team-based organization. So the team-based approach allows for extra speed and agility, adaptability as each team member works together. You don't have to worry about just agreeing with what the boss has to say or waiting for orders. There also allows each of the team members to be able to make their own decisions. It's really helpful and useful in agile environments. That would be one place where it would be really effective to use this team-based approach. It also reduces some of the stresses that come from like a stressed organization, being more flexible. It facilitates being creative. And it also allows for the extra speed to be used. So for the example that we used for this, we have this video from last week, the deep dive that took a look at this company and their approach to how they use this team-based organization. And so we've taken a quote from there, everyone appears to be equal, is what the commentator noted about them. And they love to mock corporate America. They kind of go counterculture to the typical hierarchy within an organization. And so we've pulled out a 1-minute clip here, 40 seconds, that shows kind of the different roles in an example that they had from the video.
Its shopping cart into the 21st century.
I think first we should maybe all acknowledge that it's kind of insane to do an entire project in a week.
Project leader is Peter Skillman, a 35-year-old Stanford engineer. Project leader because he's good with groups, not because of seniority. He's only been at IDEO for 6 years. The rest of the team is eclectic, but that's typical here. Whitney Mortimer, Harvard MBA. Peter Coughlin, linguist. Tom Kelly, Dave's brother, marketing expert. Jane Fulton-Suri, psychologist. Alex Kazaks, 26, a biology major, who's turned down medical school 3 times because he's having too much fun at IDEO.
Okay, and so that was our presentation on team-based organizations.